For ACUSports.com, I'm Grant Boone talking some softball with head coach Bobby Reeves as his 2017 season is upon us. Coach, you start off with a tournament in San Marcos, a place you know very well. Having coached there, what about this weekend with 6 games in 3 days?
You know, it's kind of unusual. Usually we'll play 4 or 5, but we had an opportunity to play 6. And since we have, 4, maybe 5 pitchers on staff, so, I think it'll be a good opportunity to get started.
Like Coach Minot in baseball, you start with a Big Ten opponent, University of Iowa. This gives you a chance to see some different kinds of teams, different conferences too, doesn't it?
It does. The chance to play somebody from the Big Ten is exciting for us. I don't know a whole lot about Iowa State. I know Marla Hooper, who's their head coach, real well. She used to coach at Kansas and played at Kansas and different places whenever I was at Tech. So it'll be fun to see her, but just a chance to get to play somebody that we don't normally see is going to be fun.
Coach, we've talked a lot about Sydney Holman. She hasn't thrown an official pitch for ACU yet, but she and Hannah Knoll are going to be a couple of players that, it's probably one of the reasons why you were picked to finish second along with Peyton Hedrick and Taylor Brown and a whole lot of other players, but picked second to finish in the conference. We're going to get a chance to see her this weekend. What do you expect from Sydney, your freshman?
I think Sydney's going to do a great job. She's done a great job this fall, getting ready and going right into spring and has been throwing against our hitters and doing a great job. They're kind of figuring her out a little bit, so she's ready to play somebody else, other than our hitters. But I look for her to do it. She's such a good difference between her and Hannah. Mm-hmm. I don't know whether we start this weekend if they pitch a complete game or whether we just split games with them or what we do, because the fact that you'll have to kind of reevaluate your approach to both of them are so different. That could show a lot of success for us. So I'm just looking forward to both of them coming out. And I asked them, I said, are you both ready to throw 3 games this weekend? And both of them said, yes, sir, we are. So hopefully we're ready.
Again, she hasn't thrown a pitch yet. But in terms of just God-given raw ability, have we had anybody with more just that than her?
Whenever you talk about raw ability, I think there's a lot to pitching. But have we ever had somebody that could throw 70-plus mile an hour? No. And in our game, that's like 105 or so in baseball. If you want to throw it inside corner at 70 mile an hour and see if they can hit it, we can always do that, which is not a bad option.
Not a bad option. But you've liked the way she's polished the all-around game as well. 21 games in the month of February. I mean, you're going to find out a lot about your team here in the next few weeks, aren't you?
We are. And it's pretty tough. We're going to go. We're going to be in San Marcos playing Texas State, Texas Tech, and then we're also going to be playing Iowa. We're going to go to Arizona. Going to play Boston College, Arizona, North Dakota State, Drake, a lot of different people. Come home and play a pretty good tournament with Northern Colorado and Prairie View A&M, and then we're going to finish up at Oklahoma State. So we got a fun February 1st to March before conference starts.
Did you notice they're building a football stadium right next to your field?
I have noticed that. It's kind of fun to watch. We get to see it. It seems like it's dragging on us because we see it every day.
All right, now serious question. Has there been any change in the way that it affects the north wind when it blows out of the north?
It really hadn't affected the north wind at all. I mean, because that comes more straight across. If we ever start to get maybe a northwest or maybe a southeast wind, who knows, it might affect a little bit. We're just hoping that whenever they get the siding put on the press box that it doesn't just blind us in left field with the sun hitting it just right. So.
Well, it's going to be a busy month of February for you, and what a way to begin. University of Iowa on Friday, Saturday, Sunday down at that tournament at Texas State. Coach Bobby Reeves and his softball team getting their 2017 season off in a big way. For Coach Reeves, I'm Grant Boone for ACUSports.com.